Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, you're always one step behind when it comes to understanding women? Ever wondered why they say one thing but seem to be drawn to something completely different? What if I told you that the answers lie in psychology, deep, primal instincts that most people never even realize exist? Before we dive into the truth about female psychology and how Stoicism can change the way you see relationships forever, take a second to like, share, and subscribe. Every video here is a step toward mastering your mindset and building real, unshakable confidence. Now let's begin. The truth about female psychology. Women are complex, fascinating, and often full of contradictions. They might say they want a nice guy, but then chase after someone who barely acknowledges them. Why? Because psychology never lies, and neither does reality. Women, just like men, operate on instincts shaped by evolution, society, and emotions they often can't even explain themselves. And if you don't understand how this game is played, you are the game. But here's the good news. Knowledge is power. The men who truly understand female psychology don't get frustrated or confused. They adapt, they observe, and they move with purpose. This is exactly what the ancient Stoics mastered. They focused on what they could control, their own emotions, their own strength, and their own responses. Instead of being controlled by the world, they mastered themselves. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on shocking psychological facts about women, insights that most men will never know. Watch until the end, because once you do, you'll see women, relationships, and even yourself in a completely different way. The hidden instincts of attraction. Let's start with something surprising. Kissing isn't just romantic, it's a natural painkiller. It reduces stress, numbs pain, and even has the power to alter emotions. Science backs this up. And here's something that will blow your mind. 95% of women feel a subconscious attraction when a man sucks on their fingers. It's primal, deeply wired into their psychology, yet most men never realize it. Ever noticed how cheaters assume everyone else cheats? How liars think everyone is lying? That's not a coincidence. It's psychological projection. People revealing who they are by assuming others think the same way. The key lesson: pay attention to what people accuse others of, and you'll learn more about them than they'd ever admit. Expanding on this, let's talk about body language. Women often communicate in ways that are indirect but deeply telling. A hair flip, prolonged eye contact, a subtle touch on the arm, these aren't random gestures, they're signals. If you miss them, you miss everything. Studies show that women are attracted to confidence, but here's the twist. True confidence isn't loud. It isn't about showing off or being overly dominant. It's the quiet assurance of a man who knows himself, who moves with purpose, who doesn't seek validation. That's why the men who master Stoicism naturally become more attractive. They focus on their purpose, their growth, their path, and women notice. The psychology of desire. Women are wired to respond to emotions, not logic. You can have the best job, the best looks, and still struggle in relationships if you don't understand emotional engagement. Why? Because attraction isn't just about what you offer, it's about how you make her feel. Consider this. The strongest relationships are built on emotional highs and lows. This is why movies and stories filled with tension, drama, and unpredictability captivate audiences. The same principle applies to attraction. A relationship that feels too predictable, too stable, often loses its spark. This isn't about playing games. It's about understanding that attraction thrives on excitement, challenge, and mystery. Women, like men, are drawn to what they can't fully figure out. The moment you become entirely predictable, you risk losing that magnetic pull. But here's the paradox. While women crave excitement, they also crave security. The ideal balance? Be the man who is both a source of adventure and a rock of stability. A man who can challenge her intellectually, excite her emotionally, and ground her when she needs it most. So, what's the takeaway? Understanding female psychology isn't about manipulation. It's about awareness. It's about recognizing patterns, reading signals, and mastering yourself so that you naturally become the kind of man women are drawn to. The ancient Stoics had it right. Focus on what you can control. Master your emotions. Build your purpose. The rest? It falls into place. Now, if you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned, because next time, we're diving even deeper into the hidden secrets of human attraction. Confidence, power, and why silence wins. Men are naturally drawn to women who radiate confidence, but here's where it gets deeper. The strongest men don't seek validation. They command respect without saying a word. Confidence isn't just attractive, it's power. Confidence is the foundation of personal magnetism. It's not about arrogance or acting superior. It's about an unshakable belief in yourself. The reason men who exude quiet confidence are so compelling is because they signal stability. They are like immovable mountains in the face of chaos. Women, consciously or not, are drawn to this energy. It's the energy of a man who doesn't need constant reassurance, who isn't thrown off by external opinions. Now, contrast this with the men who feel the need to constantly talk about their achievements. Ever noticed that the loudest guys in the room, the ones bragging about money, status, or women, are usually the weakest? They crave validation. True power moves in silence. It doesn't need to be announced. It's simply felt. Real strength doesn't seek attention. It naturally commands it. When a man speaks less, every word he does say carries more weight. A man who truly knows his worth doesn't need to convince anyone of it. This is why silence wins. It builds mystery. It forces people to lean in, to wonder what you're thinking. When you speak only when necessary, you create an aura of importance. Think of history's most influential figures. Many were people of few words, but their presence alone spoke volumes. True confidence also means being able to walk away. When a man is desperate for validation, he clings, whether it's to people, to situations, or to toxic relationships. But a man with true confidence understands that he does not need anyone to complete him. He values himself enough to remove himself from any situation that does not serve him. The ability to walk away is one of the strongest demonstrations of power because it shows a complete detachment from external validation. And speaking of power, let's talk about heartbreak. Studies show men suffer more emotional pain after a breakup than women. Why? Because society teaches men to bottle it up, to man up, instead of actually processing their emotions. While women cry, vent, and heal, men silently carry their pain for years. This unprocessed pain creates a hidden weakness. A man might think he's moved on because he's busy or distracted, but deep down, unresolved emotions lurk beneath the surface. This is why many men struggle to trust again, why they become cynical about relationships. Real strength isn't in suppressing emotions, it's in confronting them, understanding them, and using that pain to become stronger. The strongest men aren't the ones who never feel hurt. They're the ones who learn from it, grow from it, and refuse to let it define them. Healing doesn't mean forgetting or pretending the pain never existed. It means acknowledging it, reflecting on it, and using it to evolve. The most powerful men are not the ones who numb themselves to pain, but the ones who transform it into fuel for self-improvement. The harsh truth about validation and attraction. If everyone likes you, you have a serious problem. The men who try to please everyone, who mold themselves to fit in, end up with no real identity. The truth? The stronger you stand in who you are, the more you'll attract genuine respect and genuine hate. And that's exactly how it should be. Too many men fall into the trap of seeking universal approval. They think being agreeable, avoiding conflict, and accommodating others will earn them respect. In reality, it makes them forgettable. The most respected men throughout history weren't liked by everyone. They had critics, enemies, opposition, but they stood firm in their convictions. The moment you stop seeking approval and start living by your own principles, you will notice a shift. Some people will be drawn to you with deep admiration. Others will resent you. This polarization is a sign of authenticity. If you stand for something, you will always be opposed by someone. And that's not just okay, it's necessary. A man who has internal validation doesn't fear disapproval. He understands that the world is not meant to accommodate his every desire. Instead, he moves with purpose, knowing that his mission is far greater than temporary social validation. The paradox is that the more you focus on being your true self, the more the right people will be drawn to you. You repel the weak and attract those who recognize strength. Now let's talk about something most men overlook: subtle cues. A woman who has been with another man might have a slightly different smile around you. It's subtle, but it's there. Maybe it's guilt, maybe it's something deeper. You don't need to accuse, just observe. Men often ignore these micro-expressions, but they speak volumes. The way her eyes shift, the hesitation in her voice, the way she laughs at your jokes differently than before, it all tells a story. The key isn't to react emotionally, but to take mental notes. The most powerful man in the room is the one who observes and understands, but doesn't need to react instantly. He absorbs information, processes it, and decides his next move strategically. Being highly perceptive gives you an edge in attraction, in business, in life. People reveal more than they intend through their body language, their tone, their energy. Most men miss these signs because they are too focused on their own emotions, too eager to speak or react. But when you cultivate the power of silent observation, you gain an upper hand in every interaction. At the end of the day, confidence, power, and silence are interconnected. The less you seek validation, the more powerful you become. The more comfortable you are with silence, the more respect you command. And the deeper your self-awareness, the stronger your presence. The world doesn't reward the loudest, it rewards the most assured. To truly embody power, a man must master the art of restraint. He must be able to withhold his reactions, to hold his frame under pressure, to choose his words with precision. Every action, every decision must be made from a place of self-assurance rather than emotional impulse. This is what separates men of true influence from those who merely pretend to be powerful. Loyalty, secrets, and the power of restraint. Loyalty isn't proven when someone is standing in front of you. It's proven when you're not around to hear what they're saying. Many people will smile to your face, but the second you walk away, they reveal who they really are. Pay attention. True loyalty is rare. It's easy to show support when things are going well, but the real test comes in times of hardship and absence. Some people only stay close for their own benefit, and when you're no longer useful, their so-called loyalty disappears. This is why you should never blindly trust words. Watch actions instead. Actions reveal a person's true character over time. If someone consistently defends your name when you're not present, that's real loyalty. If they engage in gossip or stay silent when others criticize you, they've already shown you where they stand. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming that their circle is filled with trustworthy individuals. The truth is, not everyone who claps for you wants to see you win. Some people will pretend to be on your side, all while secretly hoping for your downfall. This is why it's crucial to be selective about who you allow into your inner world. Keep your true allies close, but always be mindful of potential traitors disguised as friends. And here's a pro tip that will save you from unnecessary drama. Stop oversharing. Most people don't care about your struggles, and many secretly hope to see you fail. The less you reveal, the more control you have. In a world where people love to gossip and exploit vulnerabilities, maintaining a level of mystery is a form of power. Not everyone needs to know your plans, your challenges, or your emotions. When you share too much, you give others ammunition they can use against you. Silence is a strategy. The less you talk about what you're doing, the harder it is for others to interfere. Some of the most successful people in history understood the power of secrecy. They let their results speak for them rather than broadcasting their every move. When you speak too soon about your goals, you invite unnecessary opinions, doubts, and even sabotage. Keep your plans quiet and let your results do the talking. In relationships, friendships, and business, understanding the balance between loyalty, secrecy, and restraint can determine your success. Choose wisely who you trust, keep your personal matters guarded, and watch how much smoother life becomes. The power of restraint also extends to how you handle conflicts and emotional outbursts. Being able to control your reactions, especially in heated moments, separates those who command respect from those who act impulsively. People who react emotionally and without thought often regret their words and actions later. Instead of revealing all your emotions immediately, take a step back, analyze the situation, and respond in a calculated manner. When you master restraint, you become a person of mystery and control, two qualities that command both respect and admiration. In the grand scheme of life, loyalty and secrecy work hand in hand. When you surround yourself with people who prove their loyalty in your absence and maintain discretion about your personal affairs, you create a strong, unbreakable foundation for success. Value those who stand by you in both good and bad times, and never underestimate the power of keeping certain things to yourself. The brutal reality of attraction. Let's get one thing straight. Women notice everything. If she keeps glancing at your package, she's curious. If she suddenly puts on fresh perfume and makeup after work, it might not be for you. Women are masters of the game, and if you're not paying attention, you'll miss the signs. Women have an intuitive ability to pick up on subtle cues. They notice the way you carry yourself, how you dress, and even the small details you might overlook. Confidence, body language, and the way you engage in conversation all play a crucial role in attraction. A woman may not outright say she's interested, but her behavior will often betray her true feelings. If she mirrors your body language, finds ways to touch you subtly, or engages in playful teasing, those are strong indicators of attraction. However, attraction isn't just about the signals women send, it's also about how you carry yourself. A man who is well-groomed, smells good, and exudes confidence is far more appealing than someone who lacks self-awareness. Attraction isn't just about physical appearance, it's about energy, attitude, and how you make someone feel in your presence. And here's something crazy. Having sex 3 times a week can make you look up to 7 years younger. Forget expensive skincare. Nature already gave you the ultimate anti-aging hack. When you engage in regular intimacy, your body releases endorphins and other beneficial hormones that contribute to overall well-being. Studies show that people who maintain a healthy sex life often have lower stress levels, better sleep, and a more youthful appearance. Sex increases blood circulation, boosts collagen production, and even strengthens the immune system. But attraction goes beyond the physical benefits of intimacy. It's also about the mental and emotional connection. People are naturally drawn to those who make them feel desired, valued, and appreciated. Confidence, mystery, and the ability to create an emotional impact are key factors in maintaining attraction. A man who understands how to build intrigue and maintain a sense of control in his interactions will always stand out. Attraction is also about timing and the ability to create anticipation. The best relationships are built on gradual tension, not immediate gratification. People often crave what they can't have easily, so developing an air of mystery can heighten attraction. This doesn't mean playing manipulative games, but rather ensuring that you maintain your own identity and interests, instead of making yourself overly available. If you want to improve your attractiveness, start by paying attention. Notice the subtle signals women send, take care of your appearance, and most importantly, develop a sense of presence. Women are naturally drawn to men who know their worth and carry themselves with self-assurance. Attraction isn't about chasing, it's about creating a gravitational pull that makes people want to be around you. When you understand how attraction works, you gain a powerful advantage in both romantic and social situations. The final truth: master yourself first. At the end of the day, understanding women isn't about control, it's about wisdom. The more you observe, the more you realize that human nature follows patterns. But here's the key: you must master yourself first. Too many men focus outwardly, trying to decipher the unpredictable nature of relationships while neglecting the one thing they have full control over: themselves. This is where Stoicism provides clarity. It teaches that external factors, such as women's behaviors, relationships, and social status, are not within your control. Your thoughts, actions, and emotions, however, are entirely in your domain. The fundamental mistake many make is seeking validation from others, particularly women. They adjust their behaviors, suppress their true selves, and compromise their values, all in an attempt to be liked or accepted. This is a losing game. The moment you hinge your self-worth on another person's perception, you relinquish your power. The power of self-mastery. Self-mastery means becoming the best version of yourself, not for the approval of others, but because it aligns with your principles and purpose. It means developing mental resilience so that rejection, disappointment, or emotional turmoil no longer shake you. When you stop reacting impulsively to external events, you gain true freedom. Instead of being led by emotions, you observe, analyze, and make calculated decisions. Imagine two men facing the same situation. A woman they were interested in stops responding. The first man panics, overthinks, and sends desperate messages, craving reassurance. The second man acknowledges what happened, but remains unaffected, continuing to focus on his work, fitness, and personal goals. Which man do you think commands more respect and attraction? This is why mastering yourself first is essential. When you operate from a place of strength and self-sufficiency, you naturally become more attractive. People, not just women, are drawn to those who exude confidence and purpose. Attraction is a byproduct, not a goal. One of the greatest realizations you can have is that attraction is a byproduct of self-improvement, not the goal. The moment you shift your focus from chasing validation to becoming a high-value individual, your entire dynamic with relationships changes. You stop seeking, and instead, you start attracting. This doesn't mean you ignore relationships or avoid women. Rather, it means that you engage from a position of strength. You appreciate, enjoy, and understand without attachment or desperation. You recognize that people come and go, and that's fine because your foundation is within you. The Stoic approach to relationships. Stoicism isn't about being emotionless. It's about emotional control. Love, attraction, and connection are natural, but a Stoic understands that they should not dictate his sense of peace. He loves without attachment, enjoys without dependency, and walks away without resentment if necessary. He does not react impulsively, but rather acts in alignment with his core values. A true Stoic man is guided by reason, not fleeting emotions. He is patient in understanding, firm in his boundaries, and unwavering in his sense of self. He does not beg for attention because he knows his worth is not determined by another person's approval. He moves with purpose, knowing that true fulfillment comes from within. So take these insights, use them wisely, and remember, a true Stoic doesn't react. He observes, understands, and moves with purpose. The path to mastering relationships begins with mastering yourself. When you cultivate inner strength, emotional discipline, and a sense of purpose, everything else falls into place naturally. There you have it. Shocking psychological facts about women. Some of these change the way you see things, don't they? But trust me, there's even more to uncover. If you found value in this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Let me know. Which fact blew your mind the most? Let's see who's really paying attention. I'll be reading and replying to as many comments as I can. Thanks for watching.